Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Today we will discuss Marshallian equimarginal utility.
Okay, sir.
Consumers behavior.
Yes, sir. Sound lesson again. Hello. I didn't get you, sir. I didn't get you, sir.
ওনার অডিও বন্ধ হয়ে গেছে, তুমি অডিও বন্ধ করে দিয়েছে। তোমার অডিও চালু আছে, তুমি কথা বলতে পারো।
Sir, sir, I think you have stopped your audio button. You have muted it.
Okay.
Yes. Now I'm getting you, sir. Okay. Thank you.
Consumer equilibrium in case of single commodity.
Okay, sir.
Are you getting my voice?
Now I'm getting it, sir.
Okay. Consumer equilibrium in case of single commodity. Consumer behavior. Consumer behavior. Consumer behavior Marshall views. consumer behavior, Marshall views. What is consumer behavior? That price must be equal to price equal to marginal utility. Price equal to marginal utility. Price equal to marginal utility. Suppose this is a curve. This is marginal utility line. If consumer wants to purchase OM, then marginal utility is EM. What price he will pay? He will pay OP price. OP price. Price is equal to X goods. Price price is equal to marginal utility. Marginal utility is equal to ME. Price is equal to ME equal to OP. ME is equal to OP. ME is equal to OP. ME is equal to OP. Price is equal to price is equal to ME is equal to OP. Shravani,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
what we get here that the price is equal to OP,
Yes, sir.
which is equal to ME.
ME. Yes, sir. Price is equal to marginal utility.
Marginal utility.
Yes.
So this is a equilibrium.
Yes.
OM quantity is equilibrium, consumer is in equilibrium.
Yes.
This is single commodity equilibrium. This diagram represents single commodity equilibrium.
Yes, sir.
Am I clear to you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So OM commodity will be bought. Marginal utility is OM. For OM X commodity, marginal utility is ME.
And price is
Price
OP.
must be equal to ME. So we draw a perpendicular to OI axis from E point. We will have OP.
Yes.
OP is equal to ME.
Yes.
Price is equal to marginal utility.
Yes, sir.
Clear?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Suppose Z is equal to utility minus utility of X minus price of X into quantity of X. Suppose this is a function.
Okay.
Then we get del U by del QX equal to
Minus P.
price of X del QX with respect to del QX is equal to 0. This is the necessary condition of equilibrium. The first order must be equal to 0. First order must be equal to 0. Del UX by del QX is equal to del PX into QX upon del QX. Then what we get here, this is marginal utility of X. First term is marginal utility of X. We take price of X outside. Then we will have del QX by del QX is equal to 0. It means marginal utility of X is equal to price of X, and this will be equal to 1. Therefore, it is proved that marginal utility of X is always equal to price of X. Shravani,
Yes, sir.
marginal utility of X is equal to price of X is proved by this first order condition equal to 0. It means for a single commodity consumer's equilibrium, there is a necessary condition that price must be equal to marginal utility.
Yes, sir.
Consumer equilibrium in case of two commodities. consumer equilibrium in case of two commodities. Utility is a function of X and utility is a function of Y. Two commodity. Then we will have du by dx as marginal utility of X and du by dy marginal utility of Y. We have to find out marginal utility of money. Marginal utility of money. Marginal utility of money. Then marginal utility of X by price of X is equal to marginal utility of Y by price of Y is equal to known as marginal utility of money. Marginal utility of X by price of X equal to marginal utility of Y by price of Y.
Yes, sir.
Marginal utility of X by price of X equal to marginal utility of Y by price of Y is equal to marginal utility of money.
Yes.
Marshall says that the ratio of marginal utility of commodity and price of X marginal utility of X by price of X equal to marginal utility of Y by price of Y equal to marginal utility of money. This is given by Alfred Marshall. This is given by Alfred Marshall. Alfred Marshall, law of
Equal marginal utility. Law of
equimarginal equimarginal utility Alfred Marshall law of equimarginal utility is explained by this equation. By this equation, Alfred Marshall law of equimarginal utility is explained by this equation. Consumer's equilibrium in case of two commodities. U is a function of X and U is a function of Y. Consumer is consuming two commodity X and commodity Y. How much commodity consumer will buy will depend upon equimarginal utility condition. Marshall says that if consumer wants to obtain consumer's equilibrium, he has to follow mu x upon px equal to mu y upon py equal to mu of money, marginal utility of money. This is called law of equimarginal utility. श्रावणी,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
ये इक्वेशन जो है लॉ ऑफ इक्विमार्जिनल वाला इक्वेशन जो है, you send me just in a piece of paper
Okay, sir.
just now. Shravani,
Yes, sir.
super excellent. Now we will shift to the diagrammatic condition of this equation.
Okay, sir.
Law of equimarginal law of equimarginal utility. Law of equimarginal utility. marginal utility line.
Sir, you have
Hey,
drawn, sir,
yeah,
sir, you have drawn two separate diagrams and two marginal utilities of two separate goods. Here it is showing different elasticities. One is steeper and one is flatter. Is it necessary?
elasticity concept is not considered. Marginal utility
Okay.
concept is taken.
Is it sir necessary? It is not necessary to draw in different elasticities. So
Equal elasticity is not the condition. Equal marginal utility is condition. So elasticity, first one is inelastic, second one is elastic. This is the reality. Every consumer do not have same elasticity.
okay, sir.
So
That is my question.
first one is inelastic,
Yes,
second one
sir.
is elastic.
Is more
But
elastic.
if we draw equal elastic,
Yes, sir.
that is a unique case. But
Okay.
generally, elasticity differs consumer to consumer.
Okay.
But here we are concerned with equi-marginal utility condition.
Yes, sir.
And that is the condition known as marginal utility of x upon px must be equal to marginal utility of y upon y. And that we get here at point E and at point F. This height and this height must be equal. That is the case. So our case is that EM is equal to Fn. Then this will be total utility. Total utility. What is total utility? Total utility is this area
Yes.
under the marginal utility line. This is total utility received in commodity Y, and this is total utility received in commodity X. Commodity X. Size of total utility is added together. This is the total utility derived by consumer. This is total utility derived by consumer when he is following equimarginal utility line. OMEA, OMEA, ONFB, that is total utility. Total utility is equal to OMEA. Total utility equal to OMEA plus ONFB. Total utility area is OMEA for X goods and OMEY for Y goods. X goods में he gets OMEA, Y goods में he gets ONFB. According to equimarginal utility, this amount is maximum amount what he gets. There can be no alternative. He cannot substitute X for Y and Y for X at this moment because he is getting maximum utility from this case because he satisfied all conditions of law of equimarginal utility. If I say on the basis of Marshallian approach that if you obtain if you buy OMX and ONY, ONX So in no case there can be any change in this combination OM of X and ON of Y. If you will lead to any change, this change will lead to decrease in the total area which you derive OMEA plus ONFB. What did you get it
Yes,
from
sir.
this? Is it clear to you?
Yes, sir. Clear.
If we change some amount of y for x or some amount of x for y,
Yes,
this condition is not acceptable, because this will decrease total utility rather than increase it. This we can find out in one diagram. We take marginal utility of x, marginal utility of y. We take another marginal utility of y by price of y, and we draw a line like this, equi marginal utility line. Equi marginal utility line. We will have this line. As we have seen, this is OMEA, this is ONFB. Suppose consumer decreases X commodity and by the same amount increases Y commodity. This will be area minus, this will be area plus. Minus area is greater. Minus area is greater, plus area is smaller. So consumer will not accept it. Consumer will again back. Consumer will again back. No substitution will take place. Any substitution will not be acceptable, because MM0 E0, loser, it's the loss of utility. And NF, F1, N1, this is gain. Gain is a smaller. loss loss of utility is greater than gains of utility. 0 M E E0 is greater than N F F1 N1. Consumer will not deviate from marginal utility condition. Consumer will not so we come to the conclusion that equimarginal utility condition gives us equilibrium, maximum satisfaction. Any deviation from it will lead to the loss of utility greater than gain of utility. No rational consumer will alter this situation. No rational consumer will make any substitution. They will start substitution when loss is greater than gain. He will not accept it. Again, he will substitute X for Y and Y for X and return to the situation where consumer might have got equimarginal utility. So this is the end of the class. इसको Saravani,
Yes, sir.
whole thing should be you have written there. Just send it on WhatsApp.
Yes, sir.
That's all.